Let's effing go. I mean, I probably shouldn't start with that. Good morning. How's everybody doing this morning? September 19th. Woo, baby. We're two-thirds of the way through the month. How's that sounding? Welcome, welcome, Makers and Movers Podcast. First time here, long time here. This is what you need to do and know who you are, where you're from, what's in your cup, what the weather is like in your area, and then your five things. What are five things that you are going to accomplish today? And today's topic of choice is work-life balance for that home-based business, right? When your shop is your living room. That's what we're talking about today because I'm telling you, been there, done that, and there is balance in this. I will be perfectly clear on that. There is balance. As far as five things for us, oh, so much today. It's homecoming day. Homecoming day. So we have a lot of stuff that's getting dropped off here this morning for them. And guess what? It's supposed to rain. It's supposed to rain. Right? So, and the parade route's new, and there's so much. It's going to be a cluster of a day. We also have a doctor's appointment today at I think 10:30. So I got to dip out of our mentorship call early to be able to do that. But five things. I have a DTF that needs to get done. We have orders that need to be picked and pulled. We have mock-ups. We're actually doing some samples to drop off today for someone. We have laser engraving that needs to get done today. And did I say DTF transfers? We just got a big list of stuff. I'm going through it. There's about 30 things on the list, and we're going to start banging stuff out for it. Temporary tattoos. That was the other one. That's take a minute or seven to do. So that's what we got. Look at that, Timmy. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, you can go up there, like, subscribe, share, become a member, do all of that fun stuff. Uh, let's check in. Danielle, good morning to you. Missed everyone this week. Well, we missed you too. I love you. Interact so well, and so it's a pleasure to see you here. Kevin, good morning to you and crew. Happy Friday. Renee, greetings. So, look at that. Greetings. 70 on the way to 91. Right? Like, I'm down with this. Like, just give me like 70s next month. So when we do like the apple orchard and the pumpkin patch, all of that, I just want it to be decent, not cold. Water in the bottle, coffee in the cup. Five, doctor appointment with mom, lawyer call with mom, investment call with mom. All things, it's a mom day. It's a mom day. I like that. It's a mom day. As far as what I'm drinking, do you like pina coladas? Because that is pretty nice. The Playa Vibe Celsius is pretty nice. Morning, Jeff. And what's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. Currently 73, getting close to 90 today. Yep, Chuck, we're still hotter up here. Dr. Pepper's beverage choice, troubleshooting the P2. Ooh, what's going on with that, Chuck? Jeff's got 68 there in Northern Kentucky. Diet Coke in the cup. Same five as always. He's going to print, pack, print, right? Print, pack, ship. That's what he's doing. Hi, Chuck from Renee. Claire says, good morning. Great day, everyone. On a call, watching on delay. We'll be here. We'll be here. Keith, good morning from the sunny Space Coast in Florida. I think we're a month out. We're a month out from them headed down there. That means we're a month out from Printing United because they headed down to Disney cruise here in a month. I'm staying behind because I got a business to run. Good times. Josh, good morning to you. Coffee and the FD today. Ooh, coffee and is the fat dad? I'm assuming that's me. Good morning. Uh, and Naomi from DeRider, Louisiana. I have family that is in Plaquemine, Louisiana. There. Now you learned something from me. Neither boy is doing homecoming this year. Wife is sad. I'm glad. Very nice, right? Vistario, good morning to you. Kevin, I didn't hear the response question the other night. Is it okay to use school logos without their permission for sales? Gray area. Gray area on that. When we worked with our schools here, they said we're a public school, so it's a public logo. So we're fine with it. The private schools, we had to get permission because they were private school. There are schools that will copyright trademark their design because it is specific to them. So that's always best to ask. But in a lot of instances, the public school, they don't have anything trademarked for it. You're good to go. And a lot of times, like for us, we're the Moline Maroons. What the hell's a maroon? We use an M, and most times it's the Michigan or Marshall M. So it's just a maroon M. That's what we got. So we are pretty lenient on what we can do. You want to know the next school that we have next to us? Yeah. So that would be the Rock Island Rocks. right? Like, we got a rock and we got a maroon. What the hell's going on with this? At least the school on the other side of the Panthers, so we have something with that. But then we also have Pioneers and Maple Leafs that are in the area as well. So, yeah, yeah, our close ones aren't the greatest. Uh, Thank you for coming. I need to be making a list. Yeah, making that list. Make that list. It helps me get through my day because it's the things that I need to cross off and get done. It's like here through the checklist of stuff. We've already made sure a store was open today. We've already got one DTF ordered that was set ready to roll for them. We've already ordered up hoodies today. We've done cutting flock, done cutting stickers. So we've got stuff down from there. And that's just going through it, just making that list, checking it off. Welcome, Timmy. That's right. Expecting 94 plus today. Everybody's getting hot. Um, Linda, good morning to you there in Maine. 62 degrees, doing the cup, lots of embroidery. Ooh, I love watching embroidery work, design work, and paperwork to get done. For first time in forever, we're closing up shop early and headed to the fair. Good for you. Work-life balance. That's what we're talking about today. If you really want to have fun, when the kids start saying things you don't know, just look at them and go, 6'7". Oh my God. I love doing it to my kids. It's hilarious. I am making a two-color Mega Bling rhinestone 6'7" today, and I think I might even pick it up. I might try and get it done before we pick the kids up from school for homecoming, and just so I can wear it around and I can look at the kids and go, because it's fun to mess with the kids that are middle school age. I have great news, I guess, for me and for Tier 2. I was able to download the demo version of the Wizard, got it running, so good news. Ooh, we'll see how it goes. It's scary. I'm hoping it works. I'm hoping it works for you. Bloom Pop in my cup. Ooh, what is Bloom Pop? So excited for autumn and winter months. For the weather change, or for sales, or just because you like that time of year. Raymond, good morning to you. It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood again. That's a great way to look at it. It always is. Getting safety lock error, hopefully simple fix. Safety lock is so that's where the button that comes on for when the lid's closed, right? So I wonder if something's jammed in the little thing for it, or it's not depressing all the way. I had it on the S1 where it mounts up on that riser, that it wasn't making a connection all the way in the side there. So I went and I got the next size longer screw, did that, and we were back in business. Phyllis, good morning to you. You're welcome, Kevin. You're welcome. Do we have a private group chat in which place at? In which place at? We've got a couple things. We are building out our mentorship community that will open up to all new members starting next month. If you are a member of the YouTube community, yes, you have a separate community tab that you can go in there. And then we have the Facebook group for everything all in there for it. Jerry, good morning to you. My football numbers with saying this. All he hears, yes, do it, do it, do it. Tim, good morning. Pink Monster, tinning today and finishing the store. I didn't yesterday. Working with a hurt shoulder sucks. I bet, man. Which somebody was asked, hey, can we turn on the comments for replays? All the comments are right here. All the replay comments are right here for it. That's right. Tons of it, which reminds me, I gonna give a plug because that's what I can do, right? I mean, that's what I can do when it's my show, right? Funny how that works. We do have a excuse me, a webinar coming up next Wednesday. It is only $20, and it is going to be a 12-week roadmap for fourth quarter success. So I will post the link in here to that. I will make sure that it should be lots of emails and posts and things going out, talking about it through there, because I feel it's something that everybody could use for that, for this fourth quarter. Let's make you all a successful one. Hey, Tim from Barb, you're very welcome. Uh, Morning, Jerry from Jeff. Pro tip: if you don't hit start, the print won't work. And Jeff, I did notice that. Sometimes it processes. I'd hit the wrong button on the Versacam. Because you can hit the one where it'll render, and then you can hit the print, or you can hit print, it'll render, and then just print right after it. I'm like, why the hell am I printing? Because I hit the wrong one. I hit the wrong one. I like roadmaps. Jerry does like roadmaps, so we'll get right there with it. Okay. What do you say? Let's get into it today. Work-life balance for a homeboy. I was about to say homeboy for your home-based business, because running a business from home, it can feel like an absolute dream. Why is that? There's no commute. There's more flexibility, less overhead. and you have complete control of your schedule. But there's also a flip side to this, all right? When your shop is your living room, your dining room, spare bedroom, your basement, your work day can really spill into your family time. And then the boundaries between personal life and business blur really fast. Next thing you know, you're ordering emails at midnight or you're stepping over boxes of blanks just to make dinner. Oh, I'm calling out on that. You know, work life balance isn't about splitting the time 50-50. It's about creating those boundaries that protect your focus, protect your family, and most importantly, protect your sanity. So in this episode, I'm gonna share 5 practical ways that you can keep your business running smoothly without letting it take over every corner of your house or every hour of your day. Okay. So number one, let's define your workspace clearly. One of the biggest challenges from working from home is that your business doesn't stay in its lane, right? Press could be in the living room, inventory creeps in the hallway, and before long, your entire home feels like a warehouse. I call myself out, right? The solution is to set clear physical boundaries. Even if you don't have a spare room, a defined workspace signals to both your brain and your family that this is work, this is home. Even a simple divider, a rolling cart, or corner desk can help create that separation. It doesn't have to be fancy or anything. It just needs to be consistent. So, some examples of this is I know a decorator who uses a rolling cart for her supplies and parks it in the closet after work. During business hours, rolls it out. At night, it disappears. Leaving leaving her living room and it feels like home again. All right. Uh, I know another one that they set up folding tables in the garage, and when the tables are up, it's work time. When they're folded away, the garage is now a garage again. Right. So what we got to do is we just got to pick one space. Pick one space in your home and declare it your shop. All right. Even if it's small, just commit to keep work there and out of the rest of your living space. Okay. Um, What's the comment? What was it? What's the comment that popped up? I need a room, right? A room. Elizabeth, embroidery stuff in every room but the bathroom. Oh, there's probably, I'm sure there's something in there that got set down and now it's on a shelf, like a seam ripper or something from there, right? That way it goes there. Um, what happened to Naomi? Probably I called her out like I called myself out. That's probably what I did. Um, living room. Barb says her shop is at the end of her home and it's separate from the main living space. It has its own door. I've set business hours and by appointment only. Daily work production schedule. I love it, Barb. I absolutely love how you do that because that leads us into number two: set office hours, and most importantly, stick to them. All right. When your shop is only steps away, it is tempting to work all the time. But without set hours, you will never really feel off. All right. Customers also need to know that when you're available, so they don't expect, instant replies at midnight. Okay? Clear office hours protect your time and make you more professional with it. The key to this is consistency. If you say you're open till 6 p.m., do not answer those emails at 9. If you're closed on Sunday, don't sneak in the shop and finish just one more order. Right? Your business will actually grow stronger when you set the limits because customers respect boundaries that you enforce. Now, some examples of this is a maker sets their business hours from 9 to 5. After that, autoresponders kick in. Thanks for reaching out. I'll get back to you during business hours. Customers learn the rhythm and she really stopped feeling chained to the phone. I know another maker who lets customers know that orders placed after on Friday afternoon won't be processed until Monday. So orders after noon don't get processed till the next day. This reduces by doing it, especially on the Friday. Policy reduces the weekend stress, but also encourages buyers. Hey, if I need something, I got to do it before here. So, action step for this: write down your official hours today. Post them on your website, your social media, and autoresponder. All right. And what did Naomi say? I started doing this back in January. Has made a big difference. Yes, yes. Are you feeling like you're getting some of your life back? Right. Number three is use routines to transition between work and home. When your workplace and your home space are the same space, your brain really does struggle to switch gears. At least mine does. And that's why routines are so powerful. They act like that mental doorway between business and personal life. Creating start and stop rituals really helps you draw that line. And this could be something as simple as making coffee before starting production or turning off your shop lights at the end of the day. These small actions tell your brain, we're done work for now, which makes it easier to relax and actually enjoy your ex- makes it easier for you to relax and actually enjoy your time. For us, camera lights go off. Lights go off, laptop closes, done. That signals we're done. Now, there are some instances where that doesn't happen. Lately, it's been because I have to be back up. I had a meeting with China at 2 this morning. So things happen with there. But hey, yesterday we had a birthday. We had birthday dinner. We had stuff set. 4 o'clock hit. That was closed. We had stuff to do. It was boom. That was it. And done with work for it. Uh, Other examples of this is I know somebody who they start up a Scentsy. They light that, or they're not Scentsy, the candle. Sorry, I know there's the two battle sides of it, but they light up the candle at the start of the day, and at the end of the day, they blow it out. And that ritual to them signifies when lights on, the ideas are on. When it's off, we're done working. All right, just that simple. And there's somebody that else that they use at the end of their day. They shut everything down, and that's when they take their walk. And they said the walk acts like the commute, right? All right, walking home from work. They go, just walk around, and that's it. So even though they never leave the neighborhood, end of the day. So action step for this. We just need to create one small routine that marks the start and end of your workday. And you do it consistently for the next week. That's it. Okay. Now, number four, involve your family into the business rules, right? Because when your shop is your living room, your family feels it too. They see the mess, they hear the machines, and they notice when you're distracted. Involving them in setting boundaries not only helps them understand your work, but it also helps them support you too. Talk openly with them about when you're available and when you're not. Ask for their input on how to keep the space functional for everyone. Sometimes a solution can be as simple as a shared calendar so they know your busiest production nights, or setting family dinner as a no work zone, right? This is what I'm not going to do. This is what we're going to do. And some examples of this is I have Maker explain to her kids that when the shop light is on, she's at work. They know not to interrupt unless it's urgent. And it's not, mom, look at this. Mom, look at this, urgency. It's, mom, my arm is hanging off my shoulder, urgent, right? They know not to interrupt. But that light's off, fully present with them. Work's off, that light's off for work. Now you are my priority. You are my everything with it. If kids are priority anyway, but you know what I'm saying with it. Now, this one is such a tough one to do. And I really, really strive to do it. And when I say it, you're gonna shake. I need you to shake your head to see if you're in agreement of this. All right. Anybody in a husband-wife team, right? You know, well, I have friends that are, the family-run business, and they have a rule: no business talk at the dinner table. What you talk about? What do you talk about other than business? I'm really good about when work's over, work's over. So if I have a rough day, Corey may say, "Yeah, I had a rough day at work. My boss was a real a-hole today." Like, oh, well, maybe you should see HR, see what HR has to say about it. HR might give you some suggestions to be a better employee so your boss isn't such an a-hole. Just saying. But, no business talk at dinner. That simple rule, helped them reconnect as a family even during the busiest season. Another one who they have family meeting or that they have family meetings and they go over what is going on for the week so everybody knows. which that's our action step is, have a family meeting and discuss one boundary that everybody can agree on, whether it's dinner time, whether it's weekends, or how that space is shared. Okay. Now, we're wrapping this up with number 5 is we need to protect our personal time like it's a client order, right? If you don't schedule personal time with the same seriousness as you do with business orders, it won't happen. We often feel that we'll rest when the orders slow down. Anybody else feel that way? Let's be honest. Orders never fully stop. We don't want that. We want orders coming in. By treating our personal time as non-negotiable, what are we doing? We're protecting our health, we're protecting our relationships, and we're protecting our creativity. You know, and rest doesn't have to mean you're taking a whole week off. It can be small but consistent. A movie night, walk, simply reading a book. What matters is that you prioritize it. When you protect personal time, you actually become more energized and productive when you return to the shop. So some examples of this is somebody who every Friday night it's family pizza night. So family pizza, watch a movie. There's no orders, there's no emails, there's no exceptions. That is what it is every Friday night. All right. That routine becomes a highlight to everyone and presents the resentment from building. We're doing that every Friday night. We're watching movies. We're getting pizza. That's what we're doing. I know somebody else who schedules 2 hours every Sunday for meal prep. Right. Keeps her family organized. Give her a sense of calm heading into the week. Know we're taking care for it. Here's everything for it. So action step is just choose one recurring personal activity that you will protect like a client order and put it in your calendar today. Right. So to recap all this, work life balance in a home based business is not about perfection. It's about setting those boundaries that work for you. And today we talked about, 5 ways to protect your home and your sanity when your shop is also your living room. And how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to define your workspace clearly. We're going to set office hours and stick to them. We're going to use routines to transition between work and home. We're going to involve your family in the business rules, and we're going to protect personal time like a client order. All right. Now, when you put these boundaries in place, you don't just protect your family, you protect your business too. Because a balance maker is a stronger maker. And that balance is what is going to keep you in the game for the long run. That's what we got for you today. Questions, comments, concerns. I'm going to go back and check and see. Naomi says, I close off my back porch and now that's my office. I take a lunch and 15-minute breaks out of the office. Love it. Love that. You're scheduling that. Yeah, hey, I can take breaks. I can take lunch. You get on that schedule. That's what you do. You do it at a normal job, right? A normal job. Why wouldn't you do it for your own? Linda said, so neat of this. I've been working on business from the moment I wake up until I go to bed. Linda, you're not alone. You are not alone. A lot of people are like that. My schedule typically looks like this. I'm up, 4 or 5. I'm in the office between 5 and 6. I work until 7:30. 7:30 we stop, take the kids to school, back in the office between 8 and 8:15, depending on traffic. And then I work. And then I'm not a big lunch eater, so I don't take breaks to do that because we have meetings, everything's scheduled through it. But at 2 o'clock every day, that's when we start shutting down for production. That's when because nothing's going to happen after that. Reason being, 2:25, got to go get kids. By the time we get back from there, it's usually 3:15, 3:30. Let's finish up anything that needs to be packaged and shipped out. We do that, and then 5 o'clock, done. Now, there's times we definitely go over because we have lives at night. We're setting up programs, meetings that we may have with people, but I traditionally try to be done by 5 o'clock every day. Now, I do have VAs that are in other countries, so we do work on their schedule with things, but I'm not tied to it. I set up stuff and then I walk away. That is what allowed us to really grow as a business. When COVID came and we shut down the storefront, it was keeping to that same schedule. Even when the kids are out of school, even when that I still alarm, get up, come into work just like a job. And I schedule it out from there. Schedule up meetings, schedule up things are on the calendar. That's it. We don't miss practices. We don't miss games. We don't miss school functions. We don't. It goes on the calendar. Family first, business second with it. Uh, My stop time is when dinner's done. Sometimes we eat at 8 though. Summertime, we talked about this last night. There's times in the summer where we didn't eat dinner until 10 o'clock at night because it's still sunny out until 9:30. And then it's like, oh, we should probably eat dinner. And then, yes, my hours depend on my health issues. Sometimes 7 doctor's appointments in 5 days can screw up your entire schedule. Thank Lord I have understanding clients. Absolutely. And that's the thing is you're working your business around your personal life. It's a normal work day, Jerry. You remember back when you're, nursing, what were you doing? 12, 14-hour days all the time, right? You just got used to it. You're very welcome, Jerry. I'm back. What did I miss? Everything, Renee, everything. So you need to go watch the replay and then comment in replay. That's what we do. Oh, Renee, you missed it all. Thought you'd start over. Replay, right? I just paused it, so I'm watching it from just a little. Very nice. We're here, just a little behind. You're right there. Okay, so that's what we got. Going into next week. Monday's show is we're talking about metrics being greater than followers. Why metrics matter more. You can have 1 million followers, right? You can have a video that gets 1 million views, but if it doesn't turn into revenue, what does it even matter? It's just a vanity metric. When we start looking at we've got 300,000 followers, 500,000, million followers, that's great. But if they're not doing anything, what's it doing? So we're going to talk about ways that that we're going to talk about that, why metrics matter more than followers on Monday, so we can get out of that for it. Also, Tuesday, I'm not sure what we're doing yet on Tuesday with Todd. I hear you. You want to see more In Things Productions instead of hearing me talk. I get it. I understand it, but we'll get into that point, okay? We will get there for it. On one hand, we have people say we don't care about the business. We don't care about that, which is literally disheartening. Like, you don't care about the business. You don't care what's going on with it. GW is our life now. So you guys are part of that life. So we'll talk about what's going on. That gotta give that State of the Union as we get things coming back online. Um, Will we? I would say in the next 4 weeks, we should be able to start doing live pressing on Tuesdays with Todd. It was, there's stages. It was get through everything kind of sorted. Now it's kind of get through everything so we can get some of the equipment to the home shop, and then it's kind of set up for filming. So there's processes and places that it needs to happen for it. So just bear with us, give us some time, and we'll get back to that. I do think 2 Tuesdays, last Tuesday of the month is when we will do drawings, ball drops, and we'll show off some stuff for that one. And think I think the Cameo is getting replaced by the Juliet. Ooh, we think the Cameo is getting replaced by the Juliet. So we've got that upcoming. And then most important, on Wednesday is our webinar next Wednesday. So make sure, if you haven't signed up for that, to go to the link down in the comments and check that out. So that way you have that. Okay. With that, I hope everybody has a great weekend. It looks like it's supposed to be pretty spotty here. Decent rain, maybe not rain, 70s to 90s. And we have double headers for ball, and we have other outdoor things going on. That is, maybe we can see if, about Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Juliet, we will be selling 100% for sure. Romeo and Juliet will be shipped separately. Caesar's going to drop ship them for us, and they're going to work it. So we're going to do our best to get free shipping on those. So that means if you order it, you're going to place a separate order just for the Juliet, just for the Romeo. Then you'll get those for it. But I have a meeting with Caesar next week to work out the details on that. We also have next week, I believe, coming in is the Easy Glow products. So the glow in the dark products from Caesar, besides just white. We're going into Halloween time, so that'll be cool. Hopefully by Tuesday, I can have an update on where things are. I'm hoping by Tuesday we at least have some kind of tracking order of when stuff is going to be shipped out in here for rhinestones. Because I think we're still about 2 weeks out from those being here, but I haven't got tracking on it. It's stressing me out more than anything. So we'll get through all that. All right. And if at any time there's comments or there's questions or there's topics you want to talk about, leave them in the comics or in the comics. How about in the comments or info@therhinestoneworld.com? Do that, and then we'll start getting topical base of that. So everybody have an amazing day. Cannot wait to see what as you make stuff, make sure to post in the group. Tag us. We want to see it. So peace, love, press on. We will see you next